Well, according to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, cases of walking pneumonia amongst children ages 2 to 4 are rising. Dr. Katie Lockwood, a pediatrician from Children's Hospital of Philadelphia's Flourtown location, is joining me with what to look out for. Good morning, doctor.
Good morning.
Thanks so much for being here. The last couple of weeks, parents sort of getting nervous, hearing a lot about walking pneumonia. So first, let's talk about what exactly is walking pneumonia.
Yeah, so it's a bacterial infection, just like other pneumonias, but it acts sometimes more like a virus. In fact, we call it walking pneumonia because kids aren't as sick as they are with other types of pneumonia or even the flu. So they're still walking around doing their usual activities, but meanwhile they're coughing and actually sick. So we see a lot of kids who have these symptoms that sort of simmer along for a long time. So I think of it as, unlike traditional pneumonias where a child has a cold and then suddenly gets very sick with a fever and a change, these kids really simmer along with mild symptoms, still going to school, but the key is that they're not getting better, that it really lasts for a long time, and that should raise some red flags that your child could have walking pneumonia.
All right, well, that's good to know. So let's take a look at some of the signs and symptoms that come with walking pneumonia. As you mentioned, of course, a cough, a sore throat. What else should parents look out for?
So unlike other types of pneumonia or colds, the symptoms are not just respiratory. So you definitely have a cough and you could have a fever, but many times kids also have sore throat, headache, and really notably fatigue. They're very tired, even though they're still doing their normal activities. They're just not themselves. Younger children are more likely to have vomiting and diarrhea or wheezing.
And if you see other symptoms that maybe indicate that it's walking pneumonia versus just the common sickness, it's fall, we're getting into winter, so there's common sicknesses as well. It's sort of hard to navigate. Are there additional symptoms that maybe are leading parents and doctors to think more so that it's walking pneumonia?
So the key is going to be that it's not getting better and that it's lasting for a long time. So when symptoms are lingering, and particularly if they are gradually getting worse or there's a change in the type of cough that you have, you may want to get checked out to see if it's walking pneumonia. Also, children with walking pneumonia don't have as much congestion, and so that's something that really distinguishes it from common colds and allergies that other kids may have that cause that cough.
So if parents think their child might have walking pneumonia, they make an appointment. What's treatment look like, and what's best to, limit the spread of it and sort of prevent further cases?
Well, luckily, many kids get better on their own. So some families are able to treat this at home with good old supportive care, things like steamy showers, lots of hydration, maybe some honey if you're over the age of 1. But if your child is getting worse or you're concerned about how long it's been there, seeing your doctor is a good idea. Many doctors will make this diagnosis just by doing a physical exam, but there are tests that they can do, and some kids will need antibiotics.
And do you have any additional fall, winter sickness tips? Because again, this is starting to be that season where we've got a lot of runny noses, we've got a lot of coughs. Any ways that we can best protect ourselves and our kids?
So glad that you asked this, and it is hard to be a parent right now with all of these sick children, but rely on your basics of keeping your kids well hydrated, teaching them good hand hygiene. We can't overstate how important it is that children learn how to wash their hands well and often, and it's not too late to get your flu shot. We haven't seen a lot of flu yet, but we know that it's coming. So if you haven't gotten vaccinated, please catch up on routine childhood immunizations as well as flu shots.
If parents want more information, CHOP, they have all that on the website, I'm sure?
We have lots of information about viral and cold season on our website, yes.
Okay, thank you so much for joining us this morning. I think that information can put some parents at ease and know that, it's going to be all right. Just make sure you keep an eye on it and you take care of them.
Yes, I hope so, and pediatricians are here for you.
Thank you again.